And with that, there are a lot of champions everywhere throughout these movements. And I'm really excited for something happening here with the champion we have on the microphone.
Before we get to that, speaking of champion advice, Mr. Chen, you are a champion to us and to our kids. This next segment brought to you by Spark and Inspire, a champions-only event elevating community, educational, innovative thinking on April 28th. Check out maestrosvibe.com/Spark and Inspire to find out more information. Now, Mr. Chen, we're going to be sharing more information, and you probably are a little bit aware of Spark and Inspire because we ourselves kind of have a little inside scoop on that event. You can share a little bit, but we are going to get to your championship advice. Now, please, I know my producers are hollering in my ears right now. We're going to get to it, okay? But do you want to share a little bit about your experience with Spark and Inspire first, so people get to know it a little bit?
Yeah. Spark and Inspire was the first of many steps that Matthew and I took when we started Be Curious. At the time, we called it Kahale o Kalanakila. When we entered Spark and Inspire, I think it was a really great opportunity for us to be entrepreneurs, present the idea to educational stakeholders, get questions, connect with people. And so I know Maestro's Vibe was sharing the same stage with us last night. I don't know if y'all want to share as well.
Yeah, it was a great event. I thought it was really, really well done. The two organizations that hosted together are Teach for America Hawai'i and HawaiiKidsCAN. Awesome leaders that are always trying to connect people. And that's what this event is all about. Like it's a way for us to be connected and for us to network with one another so that we can hear about what is happening in our classrooms that are innovative. Like this time around, I'm super excited because I think it's going to be the first student that is presenting. I know that Bill and Matthew, you all actually brought students to present with you, but this is going to be like the student itself that has an idea from Punahou School. So excited to hear that along with the other two guests that are going to be presenting on April 28th.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really awesome. I read some of the applications, and not gonna ruin any spoilers or anything, but that all of the applicants that will be there are awesome.
I bet. And if y'all want to look back into the previous Spark and Inspire peeps, on our website, we have the episodes that we've done with Jamie Borromeo, David Weil, and other individuals that we've had on the podcast. So definitely check that out. It was a great experience for us to be on that stage. And now it was a big dream and made it happen. And we continue to make it happen.
Now, we can go down this memory lane for a while, Mr. Chen, but I'm telling you, the people want to know. I'm hearing it in my ears, man. We bring us to this segment, our championship advice, because we look to our highly esteemed guests to share a moment of championship advice that they may have learned on their journey with our audience. So, with that being said, I'll leave the microphone ready for you as you share your championship advice on the podium.
Last time, I think my championship advice was asking people how they reflect. So I want to build on that. And I want to ask people, how do you intentionally act on your reflections? And I guess the advice piece is, after reflecting, finding ways to intentionally act on how you reflected. And I think one piece that I talked about was just reflecting about the championship seasons. I think another piece is thinking about how often I share my voice rather than like having the student share. And so I'm hoping a future collab with Maestro's Vibe. I've got two students who would love to jump on the podcast, and maybe we can connect that way. I think that's something that I reflect about is how do I make it so that I'm not the one sharing about the Be Curious journey, or Matthew's not the one sharing about the Be Curious journey, but like the people who are actually in the Be Curious journey are the ones who should be sharing about that journey. So I'm stoked to maybe have those students jump on and work with y'all. But I think that's my main piece of advice, is thinking about how you can intentionally act on your reflections.
Powerful. Yes. Thank you, Bill.
Simple and sweet. I know Janae had like 4 or 5, but I'm gonna just keep it to one. She's next level.
Well, with that being said, Mr. Chen, we just wanted to give you a huge mahalo for checking out some more time with us. And to our audience members, you heard it here first. Mr. Chen just said he'll be back here again. So keep an eye out and, an ear out for that. Thank you so much for checking us out here on Maestro's Vibe. Thank you to those of us who checked us out before all the sponsorship, before all the fancy administrative positions. Thank you so much, and please continue to support us. And it's free for you. All you need to do is rate us, review us, leave us 5 stars. If you're like that one person who left us 4 stars, and we're just gonna go ahead and assume that you do not respect nor support education, please and thank you. We hope.
Wait, did a person really leave 4 stars?